What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be back to work on our BMW M5. As you guys see in the previous video, we pretty much got the entire cooling system back together. We also put on the bumper, the headlights, and took this thing up the road, and man, the test drive went perfect, no problems at all. But in today's video, we're gonna take everything back apart. We're gonna be painting the bumper. We're also gonna black out these grills right here because the chrome just looks kind of off, and it's gonna look really good black. And we do have a little bit of body work on this door. It's very minor, just a little scratch right there. So before we get started working on the BMW M5, I wanna give you guys a little update on our McLaren. As you guys can see, there is a front bumper on there, and I wanna give a big shout out to Fur Parts. I'll go ahead and link his Instagram down below and his eBay. He has a lot of parts for sale, and he just hooked us up with this beautiful pristine bumper right here with all the grills, all the plastics. Really helped out the build. So big shout out to him, and make sure you stay tuned because we are gonna be making a video here soon. All we're lacking right now is like 2 body panels, and we can go ahead and get this thing all painted, and then all the other brackets and stuff should be here from Europe. So now that we got the McLaren update out of the way, I want to also announce we do have some new merch on the website. Check this out, these sweet long sleeve shirts with the little BMW colors right here, absolutely dope. So if you want one, head over to Vtuned.com and copy one. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do on this car is go ahead and pop this front bumper off, take these grills off, and the headlights. So we got the entire front end disassembled. Now what we need to do is disassemble this door right here because of these scratches right here. We need to get this mirror off, and also this molding and this door handle, just so whenever we paint, we can get paint all back there, and so everything seals up nicely. So let's go ahead and start taking this door apart. Automatic windows. So check this out, guys. We got everything nice and stripped down. Now what we need to do is go ahead and tape off this fender and start sanding this up, throw a little bit of glazing putty on there, get that in primer, and then we can pull this thing into the paint booth. So we got this all done. It wasn't really that bad. I thought I'd have to put a little bit of filler, but it turns out it just scratched the paint off, didn't make any dents. So we sanded it smooth, threw some primer on there, and we did just throw the primer out of a can because it was just so minor. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and start working on our grills. As you guys know, they're chrome, so we're gonna go ahead and sand off most of the chrome and get those in primer too. So we got all the chrome grills unclipped, and now all we need to do is sand them down and throw some primer over them. So I know some of you guys are halfway through putting a comment right now, but this is just etching primer since these are chrome. Went ahead and sanded them down, and we are also gonna put some of the other primer on there. Etching primer is really good because chrome is kind of like metal, so we went ahead and etch primed them, and we're gonna let this dry and then put the other primer on it. So now that we got the grills in primer and we also got this door, while that dries, we're gonna go ahead and start sanding the fender and the hood and the bumper, get all that ready for paint, and then once everything else dries up, we'll sand it and pull this thing in the paint booth and get this thing slicked in. So we got all the body panels sanded on the M5. Now all we gotta do is let all this dry, and then we'll pull it in the paint booth, tape it up, and get it painted in.
up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. It slipped out. Okay. Come now. A little bit this way. This way? Yeah, a little bit that way. That way, that way. Get straight out now. Might need to pull it up more. Sounds better than the McLaren.
So we got the car in the paint booth, and this is where Paul comes into play. We're gonna go ahead and start getting this thing taped up and ready to go. So what are we gonna do first?
First off, we need to take an air blower and try to get as much water as we can off of it. Some of the crevices have a little bit. It's not nothing crazy. After that, we're gonna go ahead and tape it up, clean it, and get to spraying.
So you heard him. Let's get to work. So that is it, guys. The BMW M5 is finally painted. A big shout out to CLEARCOAT. They actually hooked us up with the Sickens clear coat for this build, and they hooked us up with the paint. So if you're ever looking for some paint supplies, make sure you hit up CLEARCOAT for your painting and car needs. They got everything from tire rods all the way to fuel tanks. So now all we gotta do is let this paint dry, and then we can start putting this car back together. Big shout out to Paul. Make sure you check him out on Instagram. Put a little pop tag right here. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and smash the subscribe button, drop a like, and also check us out on Instagram at Vtuned. And if you want to cop some of the new merch, head over to vtuned.com.